Hello, I'm just going to show you how to print in the correct format. So first of all, I'd like you to go to where you have your images saved. This should be in your PDM folder in your documents. If you go to your documents along here, you should have a PDM folder set up and you're going to double click on that. Now, first of all, please do not open your images. It's a lot easier to print whilst they're in their thumbnail format, like so. You might want to change your view over here. You might have started off with a list, but you might want to change your view along these tabs here to just large icons, uh, just so they look like so. So on your keyboard, you'll now want to select your images, which one you want to print. So on your keyboard, there is a control button. You can use that to select certain images if you only want to print like four and they're kind of spaced out. So I'm holding down control to do that. Uh, if you want to just select like all of the images that you have there, you can use your mouse to create a like a selection box like so. But if say like I don't want to print off this one, I would hold down control and then I would use my mouse to unclick that one. Okay. So once you've got them all selected like so, I want you to then right click and you'll have a list here of all things you could do. We're going to choose print. So as you can see, I have not opened my images. I have all the images I want selected that I want printed. I've hit right click and now we're choosing print. So a window will appear like so. Uh, Now you need to make sure to follow along. I have written the instructions for you, uh, but make sure you are watching visually so you know where to go. Your printer should say MCL Copier 1. Now, I don't have that on here because I'm a staff member, so I use the staff printer. But you need to make sure that you have the correct printer installed. If you have any problems installing, you will need to see the IT guys. But make sure you have MCL Copier 1. Um, Now we're up to number 7. You're going to unclick the fit picture to frame option. This will make it smaller. As you can see, big difference. It really can dramatically crop your images. So make sure you have changed that. Now, you might be worried that your image is in grey. Don't worry, we'll fix that soon. Make sure that your paper size is A4. You might need to go to more to choose all these options along here. We definitely want to have A4. If you ever want to print an A3, which is bigger, you would just choose A3. But definitely choose A4 for today. It should automatically come up with all these other options, but there they are there if you need them. Okie dokie. So now that we've done number 7, we're up to number 8. When selecting our layout is over here. We're mostly going to just be using the wallet option. So this is because it saves on printing, it saves on paper. You actually don't need really, really big pictures for most of the things you will be putting in your journal. But as you can see, it fills up each one page quite nicely and already puts it into a grid for you like so. So later on in the term, we might be using this one here, but for today, just the wallet. Okay. So next, we're going to go to our options down the bottom here, because as you know, it's in black and white, and we do not want that. So we're going to go to options and then printer properties. Click on that. Now, this window will appear. What you're going to do is you need to change two things on here. You need to change the two-sided option to be off. This stops it from printing double-sided. Everything else up here should be fine. You shouldn't really have to change anything there. So make sure that's off. And now at the bottom here, you will see color / black and white. You need to change that so it says color. Once you've done that, you will then click OK and give it a second, and there it is. Now it's given us a preview. We know it's going to be printed in color. If your preview stays black and white, that means you might not have changed the setting properly. Okay, so now that you have all your options, settings, what you should have, shouldn't be printed double-sided. It'll be printed in color now. Should be printed to the library if you have MCL Copier 1. And if you have your unclick the fit to frame. Okay, then you're going to choose print. Now, I'm not going to press print because I'm not at school. So there's really no point in me hitting print. But once you have done, or you've selected print, you will then need to take your student diary to your teacher to get signed. Please have it filled out already for your teacher, like have the date and the reason already done so that they can just sign the diary. And lastly, be a really nice human and ask the whole class if anybody else needs their printing picked up. It's just a nice, courteous thing to do, and it stops the library with a whole heap of students. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Thank you.